I know how we're gonna blend in.
Don't say thrift store.
Thrift store!
Yeah, we're going into the Mission Thrift store, or a cult, as one of you guys called it. But it doesn't matter. Hey, damn, one door was locked. But let's go back here. They got DVDs. They're like $1.50, and they do have some Blu-rays. So nice to see Blu-rays here. Probably nothing I need. Remember the Titans. Or remember I found those Blu-rays in that last one, and you guys said I was going through puberty. I was like, Blu-rays! Yeah, nothing too great in here, so probably won't pick up any Blu-rays. Look, there's some Laurel and Hardy. What is that? March of the Wooden Soldiers, okay. Watch the haul part of this. You're going to hear a little rant about one of the Mission Thrifts I tried to go into before this one. They do have this shelf nice and neat, organized. I give them credit. Evan Almighty. What is this? Didn't recognize that. Let's Be Cops is funny. One of you guys told me about Babel. I've got that movie, so that's why I don't pick that up. So I've got most of these, but yeah, I think it was Gigi might have mentioned that one. That's a good movie. I do recommend it. Fury, 9 Months. Blind Dating. Just Friends, very good movie that finally got a Blu-ray release. Some John Travolta. Outlaw Trail. Leatherface. Man, that prequel sucks.
You know something? You suck.
What is this? The disc is all loose and shit in there. I'll put that back on the shelf in a second. Let's see what we got down here. Eagle Eye the Jerk. Pineapple Express. Got a single disc G.I. Joe. That was probably in like a multi-disc set. Somebody brought it in here separate. I'll look at it. Let's put it back in here. I'll check it out before I leave. Raising Hope. Second season. And first season. That one doesn't look like it's in very good shape. I'll put those to the side. What else we got? Sword Lives. I've seen that movie. That's pretty good. I don't think I own that. Might have to check that out as well. What do we got? What do we got? Four Christmases is good. I own that on Blu-ray. Got some SNL.
Well, Lottie frickin' da!
Julian, Taxi, Beauty Shop. Got some Looney Tunes. I think I picked that one up, but that's a good deal right there. I would actually have 3 separate discs in there. It's $3, so they probably know what they got. So you have to watch how they mark these things. Look, that one's $3 for that TV series, but I'm okay with that. As long as I know in advance, but sometimes they're sets like I said, there's a rant you're going to hear from me in this video about how I got treated at a different one. A different Mission Thrift. CDs over there are $1. I've rarely ever found anything in here. There's some of those Dean Martin variety shows. Those are sealed. If I ever find those, I usually pick them up. Look, there's volume 2 and 3. That's kind of neat. What else? Man, they got like a huge selection here. I'm sure I better find something. What is this? Return to Oz. That's pretty neat looking. Huh. Yeah, I might have to pick that up. I don't know that I've ever seen the animated. The Return to Oz movie is nightmare fuel for children. Got to look up here, man. They got top shelf shit. Pigtails. Look at there. There's another Dean Martin. I've got volume 1. I'll check it out though, make sure. Anytime they got snapper cases, I always make sure it's not one I've got. I'm pretty sure I got that one. Here's another one though. Looks a little dirty. Might better clean that up. Never ending story. Nothing I'm interested there. Rocky Balboa. A lot of common titles, but you do randomly find one every now and then. I got to get my old knees down here on the floor. See what we can find. This is a Christian store, so, well, supposedly. So you do get a lot of that stuff being turned in. I hate Valentine's Day. That was that movie that I was recently looking for and actually found it on Blu-ray in the last one. So that's kind of cool showing up in this one now. So, what is it? Murphy's Romance. I don't think I own that on DVD. I don't think there's a Blu-ray of that either. I might have to pick that up. What else we got? Some television stuff. Man, there's a lot to look through here. I'll check back through it. And Sword Lies, that disc was destroyed. And so is some of that other stuff. So let's get home and I'll show you what I was able to pick up.
We'll return after these messages.
So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter. My name's even on that sign back there. The sign says JeffMan316 Live, so come over usually Sunday nights around 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll watch along to a movie on the channel. We'll talk about pop culture, physical media. We'll talk about going thrifting, movie hunting. That's what this was. I went into one of the local Mission Thrifts. There's 3 Mission Thrift stores in my area, and I'm going to give you a little mini rant about one of them. Usually when you go in there, I think the DVDs and Blu-rays are like $1.50, and if it's multi-movie sets, sometimes or like, you know, big television box sets, they'll mark them at a different price, and so they'll always have like a price sticker on the back. So maybe it'd be like $2, $3, $4. So anything else that's not marked is $1.50 usually. So in this case, like in this one, I've got a TV box set in this store that they only charged me $1.50 for. So I went into one of the local stores recently. You're not going to see the footage, and you'll understand why when I finish. And bear with me, a little mini rant, like I said. So I go up to pay, which should have been about a $6 haul. And the woman was going to ring it up, and it was going to be like $18-20. And I was like, what the hell is this? And she said, oh, they didn't mark them right, but every one of the ones you bought has 2 and 3 discs, so we charge $1.50 per disc. And I said, well, you don't charge me that because you can take it and put it back on the damn shelf. I'm not paying that. I said, you usually mark it. And she said, well, there's a sign over there now that says multi-movie sets are $1.50 a disc. I said, well, I didn't see that sign, and I'm not paying that, especially for DVDs. I said, it can sit over there on the shelf and rot.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
So, as I've told you in the past, I'm trying to cut back on buying DVDs because I just don't have the space. So in this case, this is one of probably the last times I'm going into one of those Mission Thrifts where I probably got a multi-disc set and I only paid $1.50. And what was it? Well, I'll just show you that first. I got the TV show Joan of Arcadia. Now, I own the first season of this, and I haven't watched it in years, and this is the only other season I've ever seen. I don't know how many seasons it is, but it's one of those nice Paramount sets with the individual discs. So in that other store, this would have been what, $4.50? Because it's 6 discs. So they would have tried to charge me like $9 for this. I'm not paying $9 for Joan of Arcadia, so screw that. But I got it for $1.50 in the other Mission Thrift. So what else did I get? A couple titles that you've seen me get before. I got 2 sealed copies of the Dean Martin Variety Show. My dad likes these, and so like I said, I'm buying these anytime I see them. So that's volume 2. It's got Don Rickles, Florence Henderson, Peter Sellers, Jonathan Winters, Bob Newhart, Jimmy Stewart, and I got volume 3, and these are both sealed is the reason I got them. Dom DeLuise, Peter Sellers, Orson Welles is on that one, so I thought that was kind of cool. So $1.50 for each of those. I got 3 more choices here that I'm going to show you. I picked this up. It's a little dirty. I think I can clean it, but I got Neverending Story 2 in a snapper case, and that's the only reason I got it. It's because it's in a snapper. Obviously, I own this movie. I think I even got it at a German media book on 4K, but I got the snapper case because I've got the first one in a snapper. Now, the third one I don't think you can get in a snapper, but it is available on DVD. But either way. 2 more titles. One, I own this on VHS. I don't think that there is a Blu-ray of this movie. I like it, though. Murphy's Romance. It's got Sally Field and James Garner. I love James Garner. So Rockford Files, one of my favorite shows. Loved him in Maverick. Loved him in the movie Maverick. So I like this movie, and I think it'd be something my wife and I can rewatch. I don't know that she's ever seen it. And last but not least, I've never seen this. From the creators of Frosty the Snowman, that's what got me. The magical television special of the Return to Oz. Now, Return to Oz, the movie, is a weird movie because it's almost like horror compared to the Wizard of Oz that you know and love. This is 51 minutes. We're off to see the wizard. So I've never seen this. It's animated. It looks kind of cool. So I had to pick that up. Anything unique like that I'm going to get. And like I said, I'm trying to cut back on DVD. So this is a really small haul. And actually this is probably more than I'm going to be getting in the future of DVDs, but that's my trip into Mission Thrift. So you got a little mini rant and you got a little mini haul. So hopefully you'll do something big for me. You'll do me a big favor and drop some likes on the video. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Do all the normal YouTube stuff. I really appreciate all the support you guys give me. Do me a favor also once you subscribe, because I know you want to. Hit the notification bell. You'll know when I post new videos. I really appreciate it. Like if you would also go down in the description below, my Valoria video link, my eBay store link, my social media, all that's down there. So yeah, check it out. Jeff Mann says, check it out. So hopefully you enjoyed this hunt, and I've got some other ones that I've done like Goodwill and stuff. So check out all that on the channel. When you watch the hunt, make sure you go to the chapter about the haul if you don't want to watch all of that. So I do divide it up to make it easy for you to digest. So until next time, boys and girls, this has been Jeff Man 316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
And I love DVDs, right? I like to be about a decade behind everybody else, So I'm just now getting into them. And it's a good time because they're cheap, right?